What is up, everybody? John SpankyStokes here with a fun recap of DesignerCon Pasadena 2026. This was really cool to attend. It was just a couple days ago, so I wanted to get this video out so it was fresh in my memory. And I hope you guys enjoy this little, I guess, talking head as I go through the walkthrough of my video. So without further ado, let's go and hop right in. All right, so here we are. Let's do this. All right, so Pasadena. This is where it all started for DesignerCon. This is where I first started going to DesignerCon, or back then it was Vinyl Toy Network. As you can see, the line is pretty long already. This was just going in on Saturday morning. And yeah, then inside there was even more people waiting in line, trying to get their badges and stuff like that. This was kind of like when the hall was getting ready to be opened, and already I was excited because the lines, and that was just really cool to see. Personally, lines are really important for these conventions because you want people to be going. Like you guys, I'm sure a lot of you were there. I saw so many of you, which was really cool, to be honest. Pasadena, like I said, is where all of this started, and it was down in like these little halls in this. I don't even think it was in this building, but they were in these little halls, and I mean, it took you 10 minutes to walk through. Very small little things, and then it opened up into what is now the ice rink there. We had a booth there. We exhibited, and now you can see where it's at in terms of Las Vegas, Anaheim, just huge. But they wanted to strip things down and kind of bring it back to the grassroots, and that's where you can see this video. We are in kind of the main hall for the Pasadena Convention Center, and people are there. The hallways were packed. Vendors seemed happy. So it was just a very cool feeling, very nostalgic for me. Here we got Goop Master. He had some of his wares there, his newer kind of plush vinyl little Goopy figures, which were really fun. I really like what he's doing. He's always been super creative and just such a nice guy, just cranking out his stuff. Here's just another booth that I stopped by. She had some really cool little trinkets, and here is Christopher Lee with all of his rad vinyl figures, his little airbrushes, his little keychain airbrushes, super clever. Pins, you got his Carl, just super cute Kappa, his little yokai, and then just even more of his creations. His booth is so much fun, and you can see Chris back there. He is just so creative, and he was actually there from the beginning. Vinyl Toy Network, I remember him doing a giant Vinny figure, customizing a giant Vinny figure. So been there for a while. This dude, Kaio, you can see right there. I try to get the video of who they are. So he was 3D printing his creations. These are 3D printed with so much TLC. I mean, homeboy he was saying that they were all one-offs, and he would take them and sand them down, paint them, and it was really impressive how clean the work was. Fun characters. Like everything at DesignerCon, to be honest. But yeah, he was stoked on his stuff. What do I have here? Oh, these cute little foxes with these. There was like a little strawberry bug on the tail, just adorable. There was so much of this, and it was overwhelming just because there was so much. I tried to get as many booths as I could. Look at these cute little, I One of those little dumplings. But rad illustrations. You can see who that is right there. The artist. Pause the video, go check them out. Pure Arts. Very cool stuff. They were kind of the one of the big draws for this. Not only with Daytoner, all of his rad mech cyberpunk stuff, but they had the releases with Steve Caballero, I think that's how you pronounce it, the skateboard legend. There's Master Nine Eyes up there, but we'll get to the Steve stuff here in just a second. More Daytoner, just his stuff is so sick. I can't get enough of it. If you guys haven't seen it in person, you have to get some Pure Arts Daytoner. Those were new figures to me. I hadn't seen those before, but here's the Steve stuff. Very cool collabs with Pure Arts, the resin. There was the was that the NFT-ish sculpture, little skateboarders, the screaming hand, dragon claw, bored ape. There you go, the bored ape. We had some Slime City toys. If my memory serves me correctly, they were from Canada, and the figures were resin, and they reminded me of those little finger puppets back in the day. Really enjoyed those. And here we have drawn a blank, the Global Den there with all of his rad creations. He was showing me some of his little mutant aliens and sharing some of the plans that he has for the next convention that didn't work out this go around, but I mean, that's what these are for. Nice little test, but look how cool that booth is. We had Revised D with plastic pizza. Just even more just fun resin creations. These guys are always so happy. I honestly didn't run into anybody who was just bumming. Spirits were high, and I think that's because DesignerCon was back in Pasadena for one, and the crowds were just massive. And I think sales were great too. Who's that? I was kind of up in Scott's face. He was showing off some of his shards that he was selling at the Broke Piggy booth. Beautiful. Beautiful as always. Oh, and the Wendigo. More Scott. Here we go. Here's Tony with his Gumdora collab. Little pop culture mix and mash with Gumby and Ghidorah. So cool. We saw him at CollectiCon, and he had some cool stuff. And here's his vinyl trace. Was it Cajueros? Based off of the Trace Caballeros cartoon. Super fun. I'm gonna be saying that a lot. Cajueros. Here we go. Small and round. Jeremiah Kettner. Always bringing the cuteness. His stuff is so clean, guys. And he's just casting resin with like glitter in it. Beautiful. This dude was 3D printing these really fun like ice cream men dudes. And then he was coating them in like a metallic finish where magnets were sticking to them. Here's the Harshmallows. Always great creations, customizations. I always end up catching people when they're eating. My bad. I'm sorry. Oh, Mr. Stay Cool, the soft vinyl figure, plus all these fun illustrations. Golly, that was a cool booth. He had so much rad stuff. I love the old school vibe of that. Here we go with the I Dream of Robots. Just rad sofubi creations. What the heck is this dude's name? I'm drawing a blank, but he did that self-made. Brett Crawford, there we go. This dude, I forget who that was, but he had some really cool plush and some customized illustrated skate decks. Just really fun, colorful things that just caught my eye. I had to get a video of. That's what all this stuff was. It was just, I was running through and just trying to take video. Look at all these just fun creations. That's Robot Soda. He did the, was it the Monolith Dunny? Just some really fun illustrations. He had some really cool little, some mini figures. I think they were made out of wood. They looked wood. They were really, really rad. But they were based off his illustrations. Then we had this guy. He had all these barrelmen that were themed out. The best was the Jollibee, the barrelman. If you know, you know. Then Tracy Tubera, not too far away from that guy's booth, bringing the heat with his Hulk and his Carnage. He was talking about where to sign it. He was like, oh, maybe I can do the butt. But it was the back of the leg. I told him to do the butt. Spider-Gwen, Spider-Man. Unruly Industries released with him, with those ones. And Chorus was there, of course, with some of their really cool figures. Always so thought-provoking. Robbie. So many figures. I had a friend come up. They're like, hey, how long has this company been around? I was like, not that long, but long enough to get so much stuff. Oh, look, dude, I split course up. What am I doing over here? My bad. But yeah, here's some more course. If I go back to Robbie, I'm just going to, I don't know, little hot dogs. Vanessa Ramirez with her awesome creations. Always great to see Vanessa. She's so talented. These are all just hand sculpted figures. Then we had the one and only Paul Frank with his Julius. He was slinging prints and shirts and stuff, and he had a line out the door. It was cool to see him. Immortal Studios here. Very cool customs, and he had his little 4-month-old son in tow with his wife. Super cute. It was good to see him as well. Look at that custom cause. I met these guys at CollectiCon as well, at DesignerCon Las Vegas. I think they were at CollectiCon too, but they had these fun little like TV head, space head creatures. Kosu Creative from Canada, and there we have little memorial. Excuse me. This dude I had seen at Las Vegas, all made out of wood. Dude, such cool stuff. Then this booth had all kinds of custom kind of bootleg figures. Look at Bigfoot, Frankenstein, Wendigo, more cryptid stuff, Flatwoods, and then some famous kind of famous people. Then we had Barbarian Rage with all of his soft vinyl figures and customs. It was great to see him as well. Print. Then next door to him was Toys on Tap. Abe slinging the wares. Got a full body shot of him talking. Always chopping it up. Little Frankenstein figures. Then he has the Kaiju Claw. And then the new figures through his Kickstarter. Very cool to see them in person. Ryan was not there, unfortunately. What we got here? Oh, just some more just really cool creations. This booth was great. Yeah, dude, the backdrop was so eye-popping. This was John, I think his name's John. I apologize if I'm wrong. But Barely Human. He had some awesome figures as well that he had painted up. I've been going to his booth for so long. Just really cool to see him back at DesignerCon. That's another thing. Pasadena just brought a ton of people that I haven't seen back, and even kind of newer people that I had just recently met at CollectedCon. These guys with their robots and their fun creations, the Nubs figures. He was saying that those things are flying off the shelves, which I don't see why they wouldn't, because they're fun. And little finger puppets. Everybody loves finger puppets. And those little TIE Fighter wiener. This company, they had all kinds of rad action figures. Look at the Time Bandits, dude. That was wild. Dogma. What else? Some mascot figures. This is all stuff I'm not really into the action figure scene. I know a little bit from the reaction figures that Super 7 does. So this company, like seeing this stuff, I was just kind of blown away. Some very cool licenses that they got, all carded and looking wonderful. Alien Robot Monster was there with some small little Keshi figures, as well as some giant figures. Those things were like, I don't know, 10 inches tall. And then on the other side of the table, there was like a half He-Man, half Skeletor, giant, kind of based off of Garbage Pail Kids. Really cool. Lots of Astro Boy. These guys were like, was it say Astro Boy Reimagined? So they put like more of a different spin on the Astro Boy. I think the stance, the figure was a little bit different. Very fun though. What we got here? Oh, Surge, and lots of rad resin. I missed this dude and his buddy at CollectedCon. I was telling him I walked by their booth, and dude, their booth was empty. Oh, that was Tony that walked by that giant toast. It was like a crazy toast figure. We're back here with this dude. He had so much cool stuff, and that white cat was the premiere, the Sphinx. Sorry, I'm going so fast. I'm look at all that colorful, cool booth design, by the way, with the lit up shelves. Rick, this was my video is all out of whack. So this was that toast person. They had just some crazy toast that had jelly and jam coming out the eyes. It was wild to see. I was like, what is this? Super fun though. Love the gruesomeness. Was that Graveyard Shift, I believe is the name? At the Bat Kid figures. Next door to David with his rad soft vinyl sofubi creations. The detail on those, it's just so cool. It's like a little Kappa rider. Secret handshake. There we go. I need the reference or I'm gonna forget. Dude, these sculptors were awesome. I do not know who they were. Hopefully I zoom out to show you guys. Maybe I didn't. But this is like a possum sitting on a toadstool with a top hat. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. There you go. XL Creatures. Son of Cyclorptus. Oh, this is Mike FX. Really realistic hands. Had like a Beetlejuice snake figure. Isn't that sick? His sculpting skills are just always amazing. He does these like the little mugs. Yeah, always a pleasure seeing him. My bad. Here Toy was there. I just recently did a video with the there I am, the Wakuku. I'm sorry, Wakuku. My bad. But I really enjoy this IP, and that was the ones I opened. They're the plush dolls with the vinyl figure faces. Just really fun. Love the transition that we're seeing from the plush, the keychain kind of book bag figures that you can attach and bring with you. I'm into those. They're fun. They're cute. I dig the cute. I dig the creepy. I dig it all. Yeah, but they were great to talk to. Oh, there we go. Come on now. Did I not get a video of that? Anyways, that was like a little, cool little bookend, CBGBs and things like that. Here's Hyperactive Monkey Jerome, always with so much stuff. I mean, he had so many figures, books, stickers, pads, plush. Here we go. DJ Lance, Rock. He was not there. At least I didn't see him on Saturday. Look at that booth. Some fun plush creations that I saw as well. Just had to get a video of it. Some stickers, little figures. Just more goodness, plush figures. This was like a little duck, little kappa. Really fun figures. Cool booth too. It was like a whole fishing thing. Look how big that thing is. Huge, sitting in a full-size chair. And obviously I had to get the Deer Cat, their little bakery that they have set up. Just absolutely adorable. Some cool clothes. This dude this is all 3D printed. Just all kinds of really fun figures. The 3D printing is just, it's so cool to see. I love the diversity. Especially when people put a little TLC into it and they clean it up and they paint it. This guy was doing just that. Some fun. Oh, there was like a squishy 3D printed. It was crazy. It was like vinyl, soft vinyl. The Weebles, the Dino Cruisers. Look at that. That dude. So fun. I remember I met these guys at DesignerCon as well last year. There's Neil with all of his fun soft vinyl figures. His little machine where you can pull his little dogs to the couches. Here's Rick's booth. All kinds of custom goodness. Look at that thing. What? Customs galore. Pins. Last Resort Toys, Brian, pleasure to see you. Dude was out in New Zealand filming videos or part of a production crew for a Hollywood but he had this stuff with him when he came back. He just had to get a booth. All of his rad figures that I've been posting about for many, many years. Good to see you, dude. Chucho Rojas, I think was his name. The dude helping this guy sell his stuff. I forget his name, but he wasn't there. But dude, his booth, he must have sold out. It was crazy just to see all the rad stuff he had. And the guy that was helping out, this was all his stuff. He had all kinds of like mashups of figures. Look at how big some of these are. Articulated action figures. Just so fun. The luchas. DesignerCon, I'm telling you, has everything. Everything. And I didn't even get to all the booths. I'm telling you, you can walk around for days and just see something new at every booth you go to. Here's Unbox. Dan the man. So good to chop it up with you. I swear, if you live closer, we would be like best friends. But you live in the UK and you got a family. But I might take you up on coming out. I would love to do that and just see everybody out there out in the UK scene. Unbox. You guys aren't familiar. You need to make yourselves familiar. They had so much rad stuff. Handmade Magic. This was Zard. Local San Diego boy. What? 619? All his awesome food customs. And Fed Up Toys next to him. I don't think I got over there because he was like busy talking to people, as you could see. Um, golly, just fun figures, just awesomely cool figures. I'm telling you, look at that. Oh, this was I'm drawing a blank. Uh, Black Book Toy. He had some cool figures. Actually, he had a cool figure that I saw with Woes. I took a photo with Woes. He has a new figure, saw final coming out with Black Book Toy. Got a peek at it. I think Jack over at Vinyl Pulse posted a photo of it on his Instagram. Go check that out. These were just like fun painted dolls. I don't know what they were made out of, resin maybe. But she was a cool tattoo artist with some really cool figures. And Buana was there from Oregon. I haven't seen that dude in so long. I used to see him every year, San Diego Comic-Con. He stopped doing that. But he had his own little booth, and it was such a pleasure to see him. Always. He was prepping for Summer Slime with Paul Kaiju. You guys got to go to that. It's in the LA area. There he is, the man. Had to sneak a video of him in there. I remember the pencil fights, dude, back at San Diego Comic-Con. Never forget the pencil fights. Me More Toys, the homemade sofubi. She was out slinging her little gumbo there and all of her little slime squatches. She is doing so well, and I love to see the success and her just slaying it. And she's a pleasure to talk to as well. So very fun to see again. We Become Monsters had an excellent showing. So many figures. I would swing by his booth and seriously the shelves would be empty and he'd have to struggle. He was struggling to get more stuff out just because people were buying it. Rightfully so. Look how fun those figures are. He's got such a cool... There, he's put one out. That dude right there. He's got such a cool catalog of creatures. Cool catalog of creatures. It's alliteration. Lots of C's. Jermaine Rogers. The man. The patient man. Just talking with everybody. I really respect Jermaine, not only for his art, but just for his bedside manner, we shall say. He takes so much time to talk to everybody, and that's I appreciate that and I respect that. And he's just a cool dude. Where are we at now? Golly, I'm drawing a blank on the name again. I apologize, but look how freaking cool that stuff is. Come on, zoom out. Oh, this is the other side. I usually cut because they're usually busy talking to people. Kaleidos Creative. Very cute, fun, colorful, flamboyant, just absolutely adorable blind boxes and creatures, and just really a great assortment. And I had seen them at CollectiCon just a couple months ago, so it's cool to see a couple new things that they had out for this convention as well. So I like to see them in the rotation, making the rotation at these conventions. Hopefully they will be at DesignerCon Las Vegas. Hopefully I'll be at DesignerCon Las Vegas. I want to go out. It just depends on life. It's like me right now. I'm going to West Virginia tomorrow for gymnastics, but I wanted to get this video recorded and posted and hopefully up before I leave. But yeah, look at all that fun stuff. 3D Retro had a booth out in the foyer with all of their exclusives, some older stuff. There's the newer figure from Mab, and then we got Alex Hardy. He wasn't there. I think he's busy doing a show. It's Ron English. I didn't see Ron on Saturday. I know he was there Sunday. Pretty sure he was there Sunday. Would have been cool to see him. This Mr. Bones, I believe. Yes. All the fun little Mr. Bones figures. You can take one figure and just go hog wild with them. Isn't that awesome? And then we had Cracks. They slayed once again, like all the conventions. They're exclusives. I think by the time I hit up the booth to get a video, all the releases were already done for the day, so they were kind of packing up. But yeah, just so much rad stuff. They're doing so great. Which one was this? Oh, this is an indie toy booth. Another one that is a must visit. Just so much goodness, so much cuteness, and so much variety. Space Boy. There he is right there. Yada! All his cool creations. Moving on to even more cool stuff. Yep. Just fun, amazing creations that so many people are rocking. Some wild videos there. There's some more right there. And there is my DesignerCon Pasadena 2026 recap, walkthrough, whatever you want to call it, talking head. I hope you guys enjoyed that format. I don't know. What do you guys like? The longer format where you guys can watch it on YouTube? Or do you like the reels where I post up a booth and I post up a separate reel and it goes to, you know, all my socials? Which format do you like the best? Do you like those reels, or do you like the long format on YouTube? Leave me a comment below. The long format is a little bit easier for me to do because uploading each reel, I get timed out. Like I can only do like 10 a day, and if I'm recording 70 plus booths, yeah, I do that. I did that for the last CollectiCon. It took me like over a week to post all my content, and it's a long process. So, but I'm game either way. Whatever you guys like best, drop it in the comments below if here. And if you haven't yet, do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, DesignerCon, Ben, Kevin, James. You guys are, and the rest of the crew that I had just met. Blanking on names because my memory is shot. But thank you guys for an amazing convention. DesignerCon Pasadena was great. My suggestion, please don't make it any bigger. Don't go into the banquet halls. Don't go out into extra rooms. That hall was perfect. It was perfect. We don't need more vendors. Just use Las Vegas for your major vendors where everybody can vend. Keep Pasadena small, keep it quaint. That's my suggestion to you. I hope you guys you could spill over into the Yu-Gi-Oh hall if possible, that what they were taking over, and just take over that main convention center floor, but don't make it any bigger. Okay, please. It was really cool to have it back in Pasadena, to be able to walk the floor in 30 minutes and then just keep wrapping around and keep going and checking things out and being able to spend more time at every booth. Whereas at the one in Las Vegas, man, it is a marathon to get to every single booth. And I had no time to really chat with people because there was just so much to see. So that's my suggestion. But you guys did a great job. It was so good to see everybody. So many people came out because it was in Pasadena. And I hope to see you guys in Vegas, because that's still a great show, much bigger. And I'm sure a lot of the artists that were at Pasadena will be at Las Vegas with so much new, cooler stuff that you can't miss out on. So make sure you book your tickets, your flights, drive out, whatever you need to do for Las Vegas, which I believe is in November. Lots of talking, no liquids for my throat. I am parched, so I'm going to cut this off. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, peace.